everybody. As you can see, I got my holiday haircut now. I ain't actually got a haircut yesterday, thank God. Right, I did a ghost story. I think I'm going to do this is something I heard on the Steve Wright show, God, I don't know, 30-40 years ago, before mobile phones, before the internet, before any of that. He used to have a little section on his show, I think that's when he was on Radio 1 actually, where he used to have like strange but true little snippets, and this is one of them. And this one stuck in my mind. It's more of a, what is the chances of that happening? It's like a 10 billion to 1 chance thing. Now it's a bit of a it's a bit of an unusual story, so you'll have to bear with me on this. And if you're younger, you've got to realise there's no such thing as mobile phones now at this time, because this would have been in the early 90s, late 80s. There was no such thing as mobile phones. There was no we were using call boxes then if we were out and about, and everything was on written paper. I mean, computing was like a typewriter or a very basic word processor. So I have to set the scene really for the younger people. The older ones of us will know what I'm talking about. Well, basically what happened was, there's this company in London, and the managing director of this company had a PR lady, and both of them were off this particular week. He was on holiday down south of the country, around the Brighton area, and his PR lady was his secretary was off sick with an operation. It just timed wrong, yeah. So basically his office was totally uncovered. So in them days, I think they still do, they used to get in an agency receptionist basically to answer the phone and just to cover. Well, this lady came in, agency, and she'd been doing the job for a couple of 3 days and got used to it and that, and she got used to the system, and in front of her was a pin board with loads of bits of paper on, with numbers on and various other things, you know, like all officers have, you know. Well, this person rang up with a very, very urgent phone call, and it was quite important, and the lady said, I'll get him to ring you back. I'll phone him on holiday, get him to give you a ring. Give me your number. So she took the number of this caller, and then she looked up on the board in front of her, found the name of the director, and the number beside it was a 6-digit number. So she dialed that with a Brighton code in the front of it, thinking that that was the number for his holiday. Right, when she dialed this number, he just happened to be walking with his wife along Brighton seafront, and the phone box adjacent to him rang. So in them days, if the phone box rang, there was nobody about, you normally picked it up, because if it was somebody got a wrong number and it was something very, very important, it's courtesy to let these people know that they've rung a phone box by mistake, yeah. So he opened the door up, went in there, picked the phone up and said hello, and on the other end was this voice came, hello, is that Mr., well, call him Mr. Brown, yeah? Is that Mr. Brown? He said, yes. She said, oh yeah, I'm the agency working in your for your company in your office. I've just had the phone number from this gentleman. He went, yeah. She said, can you ring him back urgently, as there's a problem with this order or something? And then he went, how did you get this number? She said, why? He said, well, I'm talking to you from a phone box on Brighton seafront. She said, well, it's the number that's we've got beside your name on the wall. He goes, that's my payroll number. She'd rung his payroll number with a Brighton code, and that rung the pay box that he just happened to be walking past at that point in time while he was on holiday. Randomly walking past this phone box on Brighton seafront, and his payroll number was the same number as that call box, and this agency secretary rang it at exactly the same time as he walked past. What are the fucking chances of that, eh? Apparently that's true, you know, but you know, apparently that's true. So, you know, that's an interesting one for you. Don't forget to subscribe. And I'm on my way to work. I'm dawdling along at 40 and a 40 mile an hour limit. So I'll see you later.